Hey guys, so this is Tuesday's work. So you should have watched the Codex project video that I put up before you watch this. So if you haven't already, exit out and go watch that video, okay? This is the worksheet that video is referring to. So you have three choices to which you are going to choose from: agriculture, farming methods, and social classes. So what you're going to do is you're going to circle one of these three, whichever one you choose. And that's what you're going to be writing about in the codex. Now, once you do that, I need you to give me at least 2 sentences explaining why this topic interests you. Use the word because in your explanation. So, for example, I would say for my codex project, I'm going to choose social classes because I'm intrigued on how social classes are different from region to region, and then I would give another reason. So that is for this, and you need to hold on to this, okay? Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Now, here's another thing I'm going to do. Spelling words. The following is a list of spelling words. These words are content words related to the Maya, Aztec, and Inca readers. During lesson 10, you will be assessed on the spelling of these words. Practice spelling the words by doing one or more of the following. Spell the words out loud, write sentences using the words, copy the words on paper, write the words in alphabetical order. When you practice spelling and writing these words, remember how to pronounce, spell each of the words. So, here are the spelling words. Number 1 is population. Population is the number of people living in a particular area. Tropical, relating to the tropics, an area near the equator where the weather is very warm. Pyramid, a large structure with a square base and 4 triangular sides that form a point at the top. Empire is a large territory or groups of people under a total control of one leader or government. Peninsula is a piece of land almost entirely surrounded by water that is attached to a larger piece of land. Civilization is a group of people living together in a well-organized way. Rainforest, a tropical wooded area with very tall trees that gets lots of rain. Indigenous, produced, living, or existing naturally in a particular area. Temple is a building devoted to religious worship. And monument, a building or statue that honors a person or an event. No, those are your spelling words. It said we won't have the test until lesson 10. But we may do it sooner because I don't want to spend a lot of time just on these words. So here's your activity you're going to do with your spelling words today. So we're going to sort the spelling words into boxes. We're going to sort the spelling words from the box into categories using the chart that follows. Try to spell the words syllable by syllable as you write them. Some words will be used more than one category. So remember, we have population, empire, trying to find my paper, empire, civilization, indigenous, pyramid, tropical, rainforest, peninsula, temple, and monument. All right, now, so what you have to do is you're dividing into groups of people, structures, and then environment. What these words can be categorized at. I will tell you this, structures only has 3. So I'm going to draw an X. That's a horrible X. I'm going to draw an X right there. Now, basically, how you would do this is you would say, okay, which of these words describes or can be used to describe what a group of people would be a part of. Okay, groups of people. When you have groups of people, you have a population. So you would put population. And I do not have to say this, but these words better be spelled correctly. Okay? They better be spelled correctly. Do not mark through it because it said you could use it twice. All right. Another one. Let's see. Does tropical deal with groups of people? No. Empire. Well, it said empire. If we go back to the definition, empire is a large territory or group of people. So empire. Guys, use your definitions that Miss Lynette put in the folder. Rainforest. Does that have anything to do with a group of people? Nope. Okay, civilization. The definition is a group of people living together. Well, group of people. They have a more well organized. Remember, there are some characteristics to a civilization that it has to have in order to be classified as a civilization. All right, next word we have is peninsula. I don't think peninsula has anything to do with people. Nope. Indigenous. Indigenous, it says produced, living, or existing naturally in an area. Does that describe a group of people? Indigenous. When people are from a group of area, they are called indigenous. All right, indigenous. Okay, so we got all the people. Now let's talk about structures. What up here is a structure? We know population is a group of people. We know that tropics it's talking about, or tropical refers to like where you're at. Empire is a group of people. What's the next one? Peninsula is a piece of land, so that's not a structure. Civilization. Pyramid. I skipped pyramid. A large structure. So pyramid. That's one structure. Temple, because you build a temple. And then lastly, monument. All right, next, some things that we are going to talk about: the environment. The environment. So let's see, the environment. Remember, the environment's and everything around us. So population talks about people. Tropic is relating to, or tropical is relating to the tropics, an area near the equator where weather is very warm. I do believe that describes the environment. Okay, empire. No, remember that's the group of people. Rainforest, a tropical wooded area that talks about the environment. Okay, civilization. No, peninsula. Remember, peninsula was a piece of land. So, yep. And then lastly, we have indigenous, temple, pyramid, and monument. Those four, which one talks about the environment? I hope you said indigenous because that's correct. Because you can have plants and animals and other things that are indigenous to the area, and that means they're from the area. Now, I'm not going to do the next part for you. You're going to do it. The next part is ABC order. Now, you are going to write These words, there's 10 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 words in ABC order. Remember, when we do ABC order, you start with A. If there's any A words, you write those down. B, C, D, and you go from there. If you need to, guys, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Use that, okay? And remember, if a word happens to start with the same letters, you go to the second letter. It's kind of like when we order our numbers. I'm going to grade this. Take this as a grade. So take your time. Make sure I can read your handwriting. If I cannot read your handwriting, I'm counting it wrong. Okay? ABC order. And that is all for your video notes for the day. You will hear more about the Codex project in the coming days, but just be patient with me on that because it is set up to go through several lessons. So we're going to have to wait on that. So practice your spelling words and make sure that you are choosing a topic that interests you for your Codex project. Have a good afternoon.